Southern Mississippi's Golden Eagles travel out to the West Texas city of El Paso to take on the UTEP Miners. We'll take a look at all the action. We'll also hear from former Golden Eagle great Brent Favre and visit with Golden Eagles senior defensive lineman Adam Williams. And look ahead to homecoming weekend as the Golden Eagles host the Marshall Thundering Herd. That and a whole lot more coming up today on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken is presented by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle. We'll be back with This Week in Southern Miss Football right after this.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, Bancorp South. A bank that's, well, just right for you. Bancorp South, right where you are.
Hi everybody, welcome to Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Our weekly look behind the scenes in Golden Eagle football. The Golden Eagles are just back from a trip out to the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas, where they took on the Miners of UTEP. And Todd, kind of a wild game out there. UTEP winds up on top, but kind of a crazy third quarter for both teams, sort of kind of turned the game around a little bit.
Oh, it's a shame. You know, just our defense played so well. And we had, if you start with right before the end of half, where we turned it over on downs, score, miss field goal, and then 5 straight turnovers. I don't know if I've ever been through a scenario like that. Twice we turned it over on downs, one late in the game, one late in the half, and then 5 straight turnovers that, 3 of them lead directly to scores, 2 directly, 1 indirectly on the 13. You're not going to win doing that.
I don't know what you kind of expected going to the game, but it was a lot of defense in the first half, wound up a 7-0 ball game there at halftime. Did that ball game sort of develop early like you thought it would, or do you think there might be more scoring?
I thought our defense would play well. I really did. I thought we had an advantage there, and that played out like I thought. I thought special teams-wise we had an advantage, and ended up offsetting. We gave up 1, we got 1. But then offensively, there's no way I expected us to turn the ball over. I thought we'd move it. I thought we'd make some big plays. And I thought we'd run it better, which we did. But ultimately, you're going to lose games when you turn over 5 times and when they lead to scores.
Well, you went into the locker room down just 7-0. You get the football to start the second half and get an early, big play there, a 55-yard pass play from Cole Weeks to Casey Martin. All of a sudden, the momentum's the Golden Eagles right then.
No doubt. I mean, and we'd overcome. We had a lost yardage play. We hit a big third down play to DJ, and then even then we were kind of a little bit behind the sticks, and then we hit a big third down play, and Casey made a nice run. Then we give up a kickoff return. But even with that, then we get another big play. We get down there and we miss a field goal. Just 2 series in a row, the kickoff return and the missed field goal, the momentum changed.
And they're up, I think it was 21-14. Looks like they're going in to maybe it was 21-7, I guess. And they're going in to at least, it looks like, get a field goal and make it a 17-point ball game. But Nunez Roches blocks the field goal. Cornell Armstrong in the right place to pick it up. All of a sudden, boom, you're right back in the ball game.
No doubt. And we get a stop. And it just felt like after that, we kept getting to the 50. And then we'd make a mistake. I mean, we'd make a few plays and get to the 50, and then we'd turn it over. We'd make a few plays and get to the 50 and turn it over. We had ample opportunity to win that game.
Where have you seen the defense is playing so well the last couple of weeks? Where are you seeing the biggest improvement on the defensive side of the ball?
It's been in the front seven. It's been in the guys deciding up front they're not going to get blocked. They've played the game more often on that side of the line of scrimmage, led by Rakeem. And then our linebackers have played much more downhill. And with Elijah Parker going to Will with these spread teams, he adds an element of athleticism, and Justin Penn at the Spurs, so we're sideline to sideline a lot faster. We just didn't give up as many explosive plays this past week like we did against La Tech.
When you go back and look at the tape of this ball game from the offensive standpoint, where are some areas where you thought maybe you'd get some things that just didn't work out that way?
Well, we just didn't take care of the football when we had opportunities to make some plays. Early in the game, we had chances to make throws. Cole missed an open running back on 3rd down. Then the very next, in the series before that, we had a throw to Casey Martin, he dropped. We had a deep throw to Michael Thomas early that would have put us inside. Then we went 3 straight possessions with an offensive holding call by a receiver. I've never been a part of that. It was just one of those games where we couldn't get out of our own way and offensively, and that's a bad sign if you're trying to win a football game.
Well, with Southern Miss and the Miners of UTEP, let's go back to the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas, and take a look at all the action.
Good evening, guys. Southern Miss has the best.
Brings a man in motion from left to right, takes the snap, hands it off inside to Jones, who gets the first down by about a half a yard, and the ball came loose, and the Eagles got it. It came loose as Jones couldn't hang on to it. Showers takes the snap and gives it to Jones, who got hit and got dropped for a loss that time. A couple of guys stacked to the left side. Weeks will turn and hand it to the running back, and there's a big hole off the right side for Ito Smith, and Ito takes it across the 40 and out to near the 45-yard line or so before he's finally brought down. They're going to give him the 46-yard line. Double receiver stack to both sides for Showers. Play action fake. Throws it left and was going to throw it left and got hit and dropped by Rakeem Nunez Roches. Roches never quit coming. Weeks works off the right hash, takes the snap, drops to throw, chased out of the pocket, got away. Going to run with the football, heads towards that first down marker, going to get it, heads to the sidelines and runs out of bounds. Dathan Davis is in a fullback, and the handoff goes to Richard around the left side, and Richard breaks loose around the left side and takes it out nearly to the 36-yard line. He's got Dathan Davis in as a fullback. The handoff will go to Richard. Pretty good run by Richard out across the 30. Weeks will check out that Miner defense, take the snap, drop the throw, looking fired up the field. Got a man caught by Martin at the 40, and Martin inside the 35 of UTEP, down to the 34 where he's brought down. Clock will stop while they move the chains. Weeks will take the snap. He'll drop the throw, has some time, throws it over the middle, and a diving catch by DJ Thompson, and he hung on. Low snap. Weeks rolling, dumps it over the middle. That one's caught by Davis, and Davis lowers his head, got hammered. There it is, back to Weeks. Drops the throw, has some time, over the middle. Got Martin, makes a catch at the 40. Martin at the 35, breaks a tackle, 25, 20, 10. That's a touchdown, Southern Miss. Casey Martin ran through a couple of tacklers out around the 40-yard line, then outraced everybody to the end zone. And the Eagles hit on a 55-yard pass play. Play action fake. Weeks looking to throw down the field, got a man, and that's caught by Ricard. Ricard takes it inside the 35 of UTEP and down to near the 32-yard line. Showers back there all by himself, brings Golden back in there. They give it to Golden, and it's a double reverse, and the Eagles are going to get a tackle in the backfield. Cornell Armstrong coming off the left hash mark with this try from about 33, and it's blocked by the Eagles and picked up by Southern Miss down the right sidelines. Emmanuel Johnson, is that Emmanuel? Let's see who that is. Cornell Armstrong, and Armstrong takes it all the way back. Desmond McCollum was charging, but Rakeem Nunez Roches got the block. Cornell Armstrong picked it up, and he brings it back some 75 yards or so for a Golden Eagle touchdown. Weeks wants to throw on first down, has some time over the middle, caught over the middle by the Golden Eagles up around the 50-yard line. Weeks takes a snap, looks to throw, fires left sidelines. That one caught going down in minor territory by Mike Thomas. Weeks will go with 4 wide receivers off the right hash of the shotgun, flash and fake. Throws it down the center of the field. Leaping catch made by Triplett. And Triplett's going to fight his way into minor territory before he's finally pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. Tripp went up high to grab one. Wesley Miller finally corralled him. For the Golden Eagles is Ricard, and Weeks is going to throw it over the middle and caught by Triplett. Triplett around the right side, fights his way inside the 45.
Got him in group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
Favre drops back to throw, under pressure, scrambles right, gets away from Washington. He's going to throw it as far as he can down the field. It is tipped and caught by Tillman. Tillman at the 20, the 15, the 10, touchdown USU!
Well, you know, as I was playing at Southern Miss, it's like anything in life. As you're doing something, you don't really see it for what it is until later on after the fact. And I don't mean any disrespect by this, but it was not easy at Southern Miss. We had to earn everything. And we played all the big schools, and we beat all the big schools. And we did it together, you know, and that was the thing. And I say this to people all the time, I'm living proof that you don't have to put up huge statistics. You don't have to be widely known, but yet you can reach the absolute top. And that's what I did in the National Football League. And what I mean by that is I was recruited by very few, Southern Miss being the only one who offered me, other than Delta State and Pearl River Junior College. But, you know, I threw for 200 yards, 250 yards as a senior. My dad ran the wishbone and wing tee. If you're trying to showcase your son's talent, that's probably not the best way to do it, but the point is, it worked out. And in college, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I threw 52 or something touchdowns. You know, you and I know I started about the same amount of games, close to it. And guys throw for that now easily in a year. But yet, it worked out. But what I'm trying to say is we won together, and it was not about a huge performance by Brett. It was not about a huge performance by this guy or that guy. We were just, collectively, we were good. And you learned that more so than any we had to earn everything we got, but it was so much fun, and we were all kind of blue collar. No one else wanted this type of guys, but we thrived off of that. And I don't know exactly what that taught me necessarily from the NFL, but I was resilient in the NFL. I'd been told all the things that, from a negative standpoint, before. So, you know, I had this, they can't do anything to me that I haven't already had done to me or said mentality. And it seemed like every week we went up against a team that had us an underdog. And so, you know, I was always kind of the underdog. But again, we had a great career at Southern Miss, and you know, had some really good teams, had a lot of fun, and loved competing with those guys. It was. So I mean, I think you know, it toughened me up. It made me really appreciate the team aspect of it.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, Bancorp South. A bank that's, well, just right for you. Bancorp South, right where you are.
And we're back, Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Taking a look at one of our seniors today, and today it's Adam Williams, a young man who came to the Golden Eagles, a junior college guy out of Coahoma Community College. And it's hard to believe, Todd, this guy, I guess, maybe played defensive end in junior college. He moved inside for the Golden Eagles and has gotten better and better as his career has gone along.
He sure has. We're lucky, you know, that the year before we got here, he ended up getting hurt and redshirted. He's gained weight. He was a little banged up earlier in the year, but he's really come on as of late.
Is he a guy that's had a lot to do? We were talking earlier about the improvement of the defensive line. I guess it's plays of guys like him that have helped them get better up there.
No doubt. He's played a lot better. He's played more aggressively. He's gotten off blocks better.
He's a guy, too, that I don't know that he's not a big guy, so he's got the quickness you need to get around things, get to the quarterback, and cause some havoc in the other guy's backfield.
He does, and you know, he's a guy that when revved up and healthy, he really helps us because he's stout enough just by his stature to really be a guy that's hard to move, and yet he's quick enough to make some plays in the backfield.
And he's one of those guys, I don't know, he's another one of those guys that's a rah-rah kind of leader, but in his own sort of unique way, he's a leader on this football team.
And then the 2 years I've been here, he's really done a lot off the field to improve him. I mean, you don't even hear his name called anymore. Just doing things right off the field. On the practice field, we hardly ever call him out for not in terms of effort, in terms of hustle. So he does it by example.
Adam Williams, a young man who played at Coahoma Community College in his third year with the Golden Eagles after redshirting his first year here. Let's spend a few minutes and meet up close and personal Golden Eagle defensive tackle Adam Williams.
And they'll give it to Dixon. Dixon hit and can't get away. He is dropped for a loss back near the 7 by Adam Williams.
Okay, what made me want to come to Southern Miss and be a Golden Eagle was all the winning that was going on, and I seen how the team was playing as like a family, and I seen how they was just clicking on the field, and that just made me want to be a part of a winning tradition. So in order for me to be one of those great Golden Eagles, I had to choose to come here and play on the black and gold field. The thing that makes the game of football fun for me is just going out there competing. I've always been a competitor. I've been playing sports my whole life. You know, whenever my mom got me started, I always wanted to win, you know, and when things not going my way, you still got to think about it like you out there having fun, you know, you playing with your brothers on the field, and that's just a memory you got to cherish in life. And that just made football great to play right there. When I first got here, I was a defensive end when I first got here. So, and I got moved on the inside, you know, my feelings kind of dropped a little bit. So the D-line, Kyrie, Nunez, Jamie Collins, Daz, just the whole D-line, you know, kind of helped me keep my spirits up. They used to keep telling me I'm gonna get better at it, just gain the weight, and it should just come on natural, you know. After you gain the weight, you'll be all good. You know, I'm a solid guy. I think I can hold that weight pretty good, so I ended up holding it well and playing well, so it ended up being a good thing for the D-line to keep talking to me. When it comes to being a leader, I'm not gonna say I'm a loud, you know, rah-rah type of leader, but you know, I try to lead by example, you know, just keep quiet, do whatever coach tells me to do, and you know, whenever you're doing that, players see what you're doing, and you're gonna always have people that are gonna watch you and try to do the things that you do. So I just try to do everything to perfection and try to do whatever coach tells me to do. And it just worked out the way he tells me to do it. I think I remember, the most thing I remember is just meeting new people, being able to play with people that I probably would have never met if I never would have made it here. And just starting a family with everybody. And I love it here, you know. I love being around the players, you know. They bring the best out of you when you're around them.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life was made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
And we're back, Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Well, earlier in the show, we had a little bit with our good buddy Brett Favre, the former Golden Eagle great and NFL quarterback who still loves what's going on with Southern Miss, loves to be a part of what's going on at Southern Miss. And Todd, whenever you have a guy like that's got to be a great benefit to football here at Southern Miss, to know you got guys like that out and being a part of what's going on here.
No doubt, it's huge in recruiting. You know, to convince players that they can get everything they want right here. They can get a great education, they can be treated the right way, and they can achieve all their dreams. You can make it in the NFL and end up being a Hall of Famer.
All right, Marshall comes into the Rock this week. It's homecoming on campus, and needless to say, Marshall's had a great year so far, 8-0, unbeaten in the conference. They're coming off of an open date, so this is a big challenge this weekend against Rakeem Cato, their quarterback, and the Marshall Thundering Herd.
No question. Doc Holliday's done a great job. It's his 5th year All the players are there that he's recruited. They're very athletic on both sides of the ball. Got an experienced quarterback. They've got an experienced slot receiver. And again, it'll be a real challenge for us.
What about a guy like Cato? What's he sort of bring to the table for Marshall? I guess a guy that can hurt you in a lot of different ways. You can name off, I'm sure, 3 or 4 ways this guy can hurt you.
I think the biggest thing he brings is he brings a confidence, an air of confidence. There's not a throw he doesn't think he can make. He's very athletic, hard to bring down. Doesn't really want to run, but will run. You have to respect that part of it. But I think the biggest thing is just his air of confidence and his ability to create big plays.
This is an experienced, as you said, an experienced Marshall Ball Club. On the defensive side, they've got a lot of guys that have been around and been a part of a lot of winning ball games over the last few years. How do they like to play? Are they an attacking style defense, or how do you expect them to play against the Golden Eagles?
They don't blitz you a bunch. What they will do, though, is they will play you in plenty of man coverage. You're going to have to defeat man coverage outside. Their guys up front are athletic and physical. They're 2 senior linebackers. So you're going to have to find a way to defeat man coverage and find a way to block their guys up front. It's really that simple.
And they're a team, too. They've always been good in the special teams, and it looks like this year's team, they've got some playmakers and some guys that can make a lot happen on the special teams.
They do, and when you're good on defense and you've recruited a good number of athletes like they have, you're going to be good on special teams.
Well, it's homecoming this week on the campus of Southern Miss, and that's always a lot of activities going on. I don't know that the players are involved in a lot of that, other than it should be a good crowd and a great atmosphere at the Rock on Saturday.
Should be, and it's always fun to get former players and get a good crowd here at the Rock. We're expecting a good crowd against a really good Marshall team.
All right, Todd, well, good luck, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, John.
All right, the Golden Eagles and the Marshall Thundering Herd, it is homecoming this weekend on campus. Hope to see you there for the Golden Eagles and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Don't forget the Golden Eagle Hotline. The final 3 Golden Eagle Hotlines have moved to Wednesday because of conflicts with basketball, football, and Thanksgiving. So Wednesday nights at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Hattiesburg, the Golden Eagle Hotline. Come on out, join us, talk a little Golden Eagle football. That'll do it. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time with another inside look into Southern Miss football.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken has been presented by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi, it's great to be a Golden Eagle. This has been a presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.